All right, so this is gonna be the tips and tricks video. Okay, this is gonna be a first of many. You guys let me know what you think of this type of content. I'm switching it up. No more singular videos of like 20 seconds long. I can explain why real quick. One, it's been killing the algorithm on my YouTube channel. Done a lot of research. Posting too often is bad for the channel. Two, that's just a waste of time having to come up with a title and a thumbnail for a 15-second clip. It's fucking dumb. Last reason, AdSense, bro. I gotta make some fucking money, okay? These 20-second clips aren't doing shit for me, okay? So 10 minutes, expect it. I think it's gonna be overall more enjoyable anyways because you get longer clips. You can kind of just sit back and watch it versus having to click through a bunch of tips and tricks. So let me know what you think of this video, okay? Give me comments, some criticisms on the edits, all that stuff. I need to learn, so enjoy the video. If you ever are going to hit B early, like a early B exec or something, B pop, whatever it is, you need a mask presence. See con? Here? And then also con. Like good teams are gonna nade the door and they're gonna see that no one's here, and then also they're gonna like molly mouth to see if there's any presence. And if you don't smoke this, if you don't smoke the con molly, those are both indicators that you're not here and you're like grouped towards B. That's why people do that. That's why they nade the door. That's why they molly this. So as a T, you need to be smoking this. Either you smoke it from spawn, you can do this. That'll extinguish the molly. I will say this though, this can be a tell that you're throwing this from spawn because I play A CT side and I'll hear people throw that smoke and just know they're faking presence. But it won't be a tell if you condition throwing this. So like let's say, you know, T side, you have one guy just come here to default solo. If you have a teammate throw the smoke, now he can save his smoke to continue the default and not waste his just on the molly. They basically like smoke this off for the guy and then he can just keep on defaulting with his smoke. So unless you're doing that, then the smoke isn't a tell. But if you just randomly do it once and a half, like it's a tell that you're probably grouping B. And then to smoke con without going con, just come to the ladder right here. You go to the ladder right here, go between the grate, go to the wall, and then come up like up to like right here, and then jump through. And this will smoke off the condor. That right there. And that just like hides your presence if they do in the door. So you throw these two smokes, then you group B, and then now you can go for like a B exec and still mask your presence so they don't know that you're grouped up. Yeah, I saw this in the game versus Force versus Sprout, and I believe it was a Sprout Opper. He came out T-Con and instantly posted on this angle right here, and it was to pick the guy who throws this HE. I missed the HE, but there's an HE you could throw here to nade deep con, but you can go for a pick on this guy if he's always throwing every round if you just come here and post on the angle. And I saw, yeah, I forgot who the opper is on Sprout, but he did that and he got the kill off of it, so you can go for the pick on them. Op and rifle setups, there's a decent one long that's like a fall off setup. You have a rifle just crouch right here, and then the op posts off his contact, he takes a shot, and then he comes here and just boosts up on this guy, and he has a chance to get like another shot on the CT's coming out, because no one expects that. They just, you know, they see the op fall, so they're like, I'm running up, and then boom, you stand up and you just take a shot on that guy. That's another good like op rifle setup. There's some shit I saw fours do when they're coming out through T-Con. They're like fountain to like peek the guy long to see if anyone's on the half wall. You can come here to the fountain, boost up on your teammate, and then you can jump up. You can see the guy, the opper half wall. From jumping fountain, you can go for a wall bang here. So yeah, if you're in this position and you spot his head, you have to hit him in the head. If not, it's only gonna do 23 damage. If you hit a headshot, it will kill him. 115 damage right there. So that's a way to punish the opper playing on the half wall. One thing I've been seeing like a lot on Overpass is teams just like leaving one player to like util dump, like fountain, show presence, and then he just comes long bath and he just solos here and he just pretty much just plays to the death. And I believe the reason for this is just because like you have so much information playing in long bath. You can hear people party. You know, you spot bathroom. You make sure they don't come up long. Like as long as this guy's alive, A is pretty much safe because it's pretty rare that teams just come up through sands and you know, hit A site like this way. So like just islanding in this position, that's what I call it, like islanding. If you're islanding in this position and you get a kill and you want to dip, if you have a smoke still, if you just drop the smoke out here, after you throw the smoke, instead of just running away and just like dipping, which you can do, it's safe. If you jump up on the half wall, you'll have a one way to peek anyone long if the smoke's still down here. Just jump up here. You have a one with these guys. So that's a way to escape if you throw the smoke. But yeah, a lot of people when they're soloing A, they'll just like they'll throw the T-con molly, they'll throw some like party smoke, HE, and then they just util dump and then just play long bath. And then you just keep 4 people towards B. And this guy solos and he just has a lot of information. And as long as he's alive, you're pretty much safe playing 4 people B. And then, you know, if they do come up through sands and hit A, you got a guy in the fast flank and you got 4 fast rotates. The long bath position is like really powerful, CT side. Oh yeah, this is one thing you can do for like fast map control takes. Like instead of just doing like a fast bath where like you run through, you know, fountain this way, you could do like a fast party, which is where you run through playground to party and you just peek the guy really quickly. And a way to do this like pretty successfully is while you're rushing, you have one guy molly out party. By mollying this out like instantly, you flush out any CTs from being able to play this position. And then on top of it too, like it forces them in the open for like these fights playground. And then because these guys are coming out so fast, they can peek behind the molly as a one way to peek any oppers, divider, like in bath or divider in these positions. And you'll have like a one way to peek them. So like a way you can throw this molly, you come near to the white of the generator thingy, aim at this dot, and then you run left click throw as soon as you exit, like your crosshair hits down here. So it's like this. Left click throw. That'll molly out party. It'll flush anyone out in the open, and then if no one's here, you can run it up and then peek these two positions without having to worry about getting op picked, because now you have a one-way molly you can peek behind. And I made that video today where like you can molly up the graffiti right here. It's an infinite molly. The mollies out the graffiti rotate for like an execute. I found another lineup for this. So like if you want to be closer, I just found like a pretty similar lineup. You just come in this corner right here, aim at the dot, this one right here, jump throw. This will smoke off dumpster like that, and then you aim like underneath it a little bit, and it should land correctly right here. Left right jump throw, like at the end of this leaf, like this. And then that'll molly out any of the rotates from B site to A. Like, well, this is something I used to do too when I IGL. I'd only use contacts like to hit a site, but there's like, you can always just send someone up to like contact and just go for a pick. And I used to always just think like, oh damn, that's so puggy. That's like, it's not strategic, you know, that's not smart, CS, whatever. That's some dumb shit. I used to think that was like not smart, but it's like, it's actually valid as fuck to like send one person out monster to go for a pick on the barrels player. You don't even need everyone here. If you just like split default 2-1-2, you have one guy walk it up. This guy mollies barrel for him. When this molly lands, he just peeks off it, tries to get the kill on the guy leaving. If the guy smokes it, now you bait it out util, and then he can just nade and fall away. It's a nice little like pick type of play. I call these contact picks. You just walk up, look for a pick, and just fall off. It seems puggy, but you know, there's a time and place for everything in Counter-Strike, and it's something I used to always write off for whatever reason. Oh, one thing. So your CT side Vertigo. One thing you can do to like just make it a little bit more dynamic with your CT sides. Usually people have like two dedicated A players, and you have like the guy who's like the mid player, elevator type player. He's the one that always throws the ramp smoke. Like if the T's are just constantly taking mid on you early or whatever, and you want to fight for mid control, have your two A players, the two daddy A players, learn off spawn ramp smokes, so the mid player and one of the B rotators can just instantly come mid and double up here and go for like a tower mid or something where one guy's here, one guy's on top, or you know, like some type of like bait setup where like maybe this guy's hiding right here and then you got a guy holding right here. Some type of like heavy mid setup you can run. You can really only do this off spawn if the A players know their ramp smokes off of spawn. The two A players can just solo throw this on the fly, and they can still possibly get ramp control with only two people without third person supporting if the T's don't decide to take it. So I'll show the smokes real quick. For the first one right here, spawn 5, you find this spool, and then you come to like the third bar up to the line right there. Just run forward, left click throw, boom, classic ramp smoke. Next one right here. This one, you go to the middle of the ladder down here, run forward, left click throw, boom, another ramp smoke. Third spawn right here, you find this like white spot. I believe it's this one right here, the left side. If you go in the middle, it's probably a lot safer of a smoke, just like right here, but it's pretty forgiving anywhere in this area for this spawn. Fourth spawn, this, you know, you have the spawn. If you just see the A, you just come to the end of the white line right here. And then the last one right here, you just aim right here at the end of this pole right here. Run forward, left click throw, boom, last ramp smoke. So all the ones with the spawns, the easiest way to remember, if you're at the last spawn, you're just aiming at the pole. If you're at this one, aim at the white beams right here, the bottom left, the white beam right here. This spawn, you aim at the white beam right in the middle. This spawn, you aim at the bottom of the ladder. This spawn, you aim at the spool. Any tips on getting the flow state? Yeah, best thing I found is to like work on your mental health. I think I made a video about that before, but it's like meditate, sit with yourself, introspect. When you clear out all the the fog in your mind, all the anxieties, then you can just focus on the game. It's really hard to focus on just the game if you're stressed out about what you said to a girl earlier or something, or if you're insecure about, like, you're just feeling fat, you're feeling skinny, whatever it is, insecurities, anxiety, depression. If your mind's clogged with all this stuff that you're dealing with, how are you gonna expect to focus on the game? Like, to really focus on it, you gotta work on this stuff to clear out your mind, get a nice clear fog-free mind. That's what I found works the best. Meditation is key, bro. That shit helps a lot. But introspecting also helps a lot too. All this shit's essential. Working out, getting enough water, getting your diet correct. Like you got to get all the fundamentals in order first before you can really like question flow state issues. Like if you got your diet in check, sleep in check, water intake in check, physical activity in check, mental health in check, and you're still struggling to get the flow state, all right, then we could maybe go to a therapist. Or, I don't know. You gotta get the fundamentals in check first. And I feel like a lot of people, they struggle entering the flow state because they don't got the fundamentals down. Yeah, meditation too, big fundamental of flow state. All that stuff is what I found works the best, where I'm able to like, actually sit down and have a clear head when I'm playing, practicing, demo reviewing, aim training, all that stuff. That's what I noticed.